Chapter 26, Episode 5. The Man with Many Children. There once was a man that had a wife, and they made many babies. The boys he sold into slavery, and the girls he made into his concubines. He was a wealthy man, and could buy many fine things for his daughters. Eventually he was old, and his youngest daughter bore him a son, and he wanted to sell him into slavery, but his daughter said no. She would rather kill the boy and eat him and wear his testicles as a brooch. So the man said he would allow it, but she had to make him one more baby with him because he only had 63 grandchildren. But what he didn't know was that 63 was enough, and a bird, a white dove, flew into the window. The youngest daughter saw that it had a spike in its head, so she pulled it out, and the dove turned into a prince. The prince smiled and said, "Thank fuck," for he had been under a curse from a witch that was married to a dragon with a broken wing. The prince agreed to kill the father and burn him, smash his bones, burn him again, then put his ashes into the shithouse. So he did. But before he did, he made the old man watch as he had sex with all his grandchildren. The prince, after torturing the old man for 1 year and 6 days, killed him and married all the grandchildren. The third son of the fourth daughter went out into the world and slew the dragon with a broken wing. That made the witch sad, but she was a beautiful witch, more beautiful than the fairest of them all, so he decided to give her oral sex before he left. That ended up turning into many days of passion because the witch put a spell on his penis. Any time she touched it with her finger or lips, it would stay erect for 36 hours. After 36 months of fucking the witch and the witch fucking him, he went forth and killed the goat and asked God to send him a sign. God did. It said, "No parking." So he didn't. Billy read the story. He smiled. "Okay, Billy, just a little one." Entitlement. Once upon a time there was a young princess that didn't know she was a princess because her mother sold her into the sex slave mafia because she was afraid she would fuck her father. Little girls often did, especially when the father was a king. So when the princess was 12, she was quite tired of being raped by aggressive fat pricks that thought men had the entitlement to rape little girls because little girls were poor and were girls, and everyone wants to fuck them because eventually they get old and fat and disgusting, so they should just take it. The princess didn't think so, so she started killing the fat fucks that wanted to rape her. When she had killed 1,007 fat fucks and collected their money and sold their boots and horses and carriages, she had a shitload of cash and went away to another land and met a boy, and he was a prince. So when he told her she was the most beautiful girl in the world, she was overwhelmed and gave him a blowjob. And the wicked witch died of starvation in a well full of bats.